Hey, what's up? Rafi D is me, and I'm not your average gringo. Last time we spoke a little bit about the things to take care of before your big flight, and today we're going to talk a bit about safety.
Staying alive, staying alive.
Like I've mentioned, learning the language of your new country is very important. And in a sticky situation, it might just save you. Usually, if you go to a modernized country, you wouldn't really have much more to worry about than back in the old country. But for that slight chance that something might happen, being able to communicate enough to find out what the situation is can be invaluable. The chances of something going wrong are very low, but it can still happen. When I was about 16 or 17, I was on a trip to Italy, and something very far from the norm happened. None of us knew what was happening because we didn't speak the language and nobody around us spoke English. But there was one word that we did understand. Bomba. I know learning a whole language just for a trip is pretty ridiculous, but if you're planning to be somewhere for a significant period of time, it's worth learning the language. You should at least be capable of some sort of basic communication. We were staying in the Italian Riviera. I think the town was called San Remo, very close to Monaco. From the hotel, you could actually see a little bit of Monaco, and at night, with the lights just going over the water, it was beautiful. Because we were so close, we figured we may as well just go there for the day. Why not, right? The plan was to take a bus from San Remo to another town close by called Ventimiglia, and then take the train from Ventimiglia to Monaco. So it was a nice day, we were enjoying the ride, looking out the window, it was a bright sunny day, beautiful, everything was great. And then we got to a roadblock right in front of a bridge that leads into Ventimiglia. Two police officers boarded the bus and made an announcement in Italian. Baba de buppi, da 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 da, pizza, pasta, Italia, da 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 da. Bomba, pa 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 pa, stracciatella, ta 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 ta, papa da poopi, ta 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 ta, bomba. And then they proceeded to get off the bus. Once we heard the word bomba, we all looked at each other and said, no, bomba couldn't mean that, could it? And we came to find out later that yes, bomba means bomb. That magical word that you just don't want to hear after a month-long trip from hell. So the bus driver pulled into a gas station right on the side of the road and made an announcement in Italian, when the moon hits your eye like a big pizza pie, that's amore, and he got off the bus. Everybody else on the bus just kind of looked at each other and said, all right, time to get off then. So after getting off the bus, I wanted to find out what was going on, but I didn't really speak Italian. I saw a couple of bus drivers just hanging out because of course, they had nothing else to do because they couldn't drive the rest of the way to their destination. So I tried to ask them in the best Italian that I could muster, "Scusi, non parlo molto italiano, pero un bomba è como..." See? And the bus drivers just all looked at me at once and said, "Si, certo." So after that, we were a little bit spooked to say the least, and decided that it would probably be best to go to our hotel until we knew more information. Because all we knew at the time was there was a bomb, it was in Ventimiglia, and we couldn't get into Ventimiglia. We were all fine, got back home safely. And I'm not saying things like this will necessarily happen to you if you leave your country and move somewhere else or even travel somewhere else. Well, depending on the country. I know I'm repeating myself here, but knowing enough of the local language to be able to find out what's going on and what the situation might be is invaluable. Because that information might help you to make the right choices to stay safe. When you're in a larger city, it'll be easier to find someone who speaks English, but of course there's no guarantee. And if you're in a place like we were that was a smaller area, it's almost going to be impossible to find an English speaker, unless you're in an English-speaking country. But anyway, that's it for this time. Rafi D is me, and I'm not your average gringo. And I'll see y'all next time. Later. Thanks for watching and subscribing. I hope you enjoyed this and that this was helpful. For more content, be sure to check out that video right over there. Actually help. This may sound crazy, but getting to the airport early is a good thing. I know I personally would rather spend extra time at the airport than be rushing to get to the airport to make sure that I get my flight. If you're planning on traveling